shoot. What is up, guys? Welcome back to another video. Let me get my iced tea. Actually, it's Snapple strawberry kiwi. I've never had it, so we're gonna give it a try. But I hope you all had a great day, and I'd like to say a special shout out to my brother. Hang on, let me do this. I can't multitask. Special shout out to my brother Zach Lucars. He has turned 19 today. He is currently in Wisconsin, and he'll be home tomorrow, I hope so. And you should go subscribe to his channel. Got 15,070 subscribers and 25,000 views on his new video. And this smacks, but today is not our ordinary vlog. Today, we will be making a giant sugar cookie. Ooh, get turned. Ooh, get turned. Turn. This is my dog Brutus. Actually, it's a family dog, but he's pretty big. He's my baby boy. Say hi to the vlog. There's your one. Look at the vlog. Okay, so let's get started. For this recipe, you'll need 1 cup of butter, 1 cup of sugar, 1 egg, 1 tablespoon of vanilla, 2 1/4 cups of flour, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, and a pinch of salt. We'll need 1 medium-sized bowl, measuring cups, measuring spoons, a spoon, a flat-edged butter knife, an electric mixer. And here is the recipe, so feel free to screenshot that. And here is the bake temperature and the bake time, so screenshot that as well. So this is 1 cup of butter that has been softened in the microwave for 15 seconds. So we are just going to get that out of there. I'm going to get this one out of its little container. I have to wash my hands now. And make sure you wash your hands before baking. So if you don't, you're kind of gross. You don't want to contaminate people. So I'm going to wash my hands real quick. Alright, so I just washed my hands, and now we're going to need a cup of sugar. This is my sugar, and you're going to want to just scoop that in there. Just keep scooping it. Don't really want to compact it, but to make sure it's good. Here, I'll move this over here. Okay, so to make sure it's solid and not too much sugar's on the top. Shoot. But I'm gonna clean that later. You're gonna wanna flat edge knife it. See, it's so smooth now. Can't even tell there's sugar in there. And I have sugar all over the counter, but it's okay. So then we're gonna pour it in the butter, which is what you're supposed to do. Now we're gonna take our electric mixer, which I have to plug in. So I'm gonna plug this in, and we're gonna put a time lapse in of me mixing it to a cream. As you can see, the butter and the sugar has been creamed together by this electric mixer. That's about cream for about 2 minutes, but you don't want to over cream it because then that's not good. So we go in order of the recipe, and I will leave a little caption. The caption, I'll put the recipe. But now we add 1 egg. Gotta crack that, and you gotta make sure you get all that egg in there. Like, look at that. Ooh, hoo, hoo. Silky. Then you're gonna take we're going to remove the shell from the mixture. I'm going to take this and put it in the disposal and wash our hands again. Alright guys, I just washed my hands once again. So the reasoning behind washing your hands is so you don't get the eggs, bacteria, the raw egg in your food, and that just gets you sick. So I'm going to mix this again, another time lapse. Here we go. So now the egg is very well incorporated and the mixture is smooth. Smell the recipe. So now we're going to add a tablespoon of vanilla, and make sure you know the difference between tablespoon and teaspoon. Tablespoons either have a capital T or a capital TBPS, I think. Yeah, I think so. So make sure you know the difference between this, that, and vanilla is on a rise for price, but I would recommend getting the all-natural vanilla because it tastes way better and it's better for you. So we need a tablespoon of this. So we're just going to make sure That's a tablespoon. So we're gonna pour that in there. You can use a tiny bit more, but you don't want the vanilla overpowering the whole thing, especially if you're gonna put frosting on it like I will be. So we're gonna add 2 and a quarter cup. So this is where you want to use your spoon and spoon the flour in, because flour is not supposed to be compacted. Around, chop up the sides a bit, like with the flat end of the knife. You're gonna take this. I'll show you down here. This is your container, and you're gonna swoop, and now you have a flat surface. Then you pour this into your mixture, which I will not show because I'm pretty sure you know what your mixture is. And then we gotta fill this 1/4 cup. Make sure you get a big spoon of flour. Make sure it's overfilling the top. Pretty good. Now once again, take this, chop it up, swipe it off, pour it into your mixture. Okay, so now we have the flour done. After the flour, we are to add, I should know this by heart because I bake this about 20 times a day because I'm a pro baker once again, a teaspoon of baking powder, a teaspoon, not a tablespoon, a teaspoon. So this is a teaspoon, it's a lot smaller. If you use a tablespoon, your thing would like blow up and die, so you don't want to do that. So these boxes normally have a flat edge, so you can just use the flat edge to make it flat. You don't have to use the knife for this, but if you want to, you can. So we're going to pour that in as well. And a pinch of salt is normally like 1/8 of a teaspoon, but I just like to pour some salt in my clean hands because I wash them. And take a pinch of it, sprinkle it, and sometimes I do a little more because you need some salt sometimes. You feel, and sometimes you gotta put a little more. I'm gonna do another time lapse and stir this up, and I'm gonna show you what the dough looks like. As you can see, this dough does not look like it's together, but it is. See, when you push it together, that's what we're going to do when we put it onto the parchment paper. I just don't fully do it because then all this gets stuck on here. Then you lose like half your dough, and that's not the move. So here we're pushing the dough together, and we're going to put it up the sides just so we can get that extra dough. Okay, so we got this extra dough, and now we're going to form this together. Make sure it's in a nice, all compacted, because when it's not compacted, then it just doesn't turn out very well. Once you have this, you're gonna start pushing it out in a little circle here. See, this is way too thick. You want it pretty thin. You're gonna put it on there, and you're gonna use your hands, or you can use like anything flat you want to use. But I wouldn't use a rolling pin because then it won't really be circular. But I mean, you could always cut it, but that would not look very nice. So you're gonna want to get it pretty even, like the width. As you can see, pro baker tips. You're gonna want to get in a pretty good circle so people don't bake you and like, this ain't no cookie, it's not a circle. So you're gonna want, oh yeah, way to go. Get this in a nice circle. You see I'm using my palms of my hands to flatten this and make it a even width. Again, preheat to 375 before you bake. And you want to, when baking, you want a preheated oven. If you put it in before it's preheated, it's going to stay like raw and chewy. So, yeah. Alright, so here is what the cookie should look like before you put it in the oven. It's pretty round. It's pretty big. It's going to expand a lot. And we're going to bake it for about 30 minutes because it needs to cook thoroughly. And if you don't know if it's done or not, the edges should get brown and a little tough. But if you don't know if it's done or not, you can stick a toothpick in the middle. If it comes out dry, it's done. And if you like your cookies crispier, you can keep it in there a little longer. But I like my cookies a little chewier, so I keep it in for 30 minutes. Hey guys, that's the cake I baked earlier, but our oven is at 375. And we want to use safety in putting this in, but this pan's cold, so I don't really use gloves. But when I take it out, I will. So this is going in. And it will cook for timer 30, that says 30 minutes, and start. So I'll see you in 30 minutes. Actually, well, I lied. I will not see you in 30 minutes. I am going to show you how to make the icing for the cookies. So I'm going to show you the ingredients you need and what you will have to do. So for this recipe, you will need 2 cups of powdered sugar, a tablespoon of light corn syrup, a tablespoon or more, most likely 2 tablespoons or a little more, to the perfect consistency of milk, and half a teaspoon of vanilla, or you can use a 1/4 teaspoon of almond extract. And I'm pretty sure you could use whatever extract you would like to use. So with the powdered sugar, I would recommend doing the spooning thing. I grabbed the wrong spoon, so this might take a while, but I'll fast forward this part. That's about 2 cups. That's over 2 cups. I'm just gonna smooth this out, and we're gonna chop it. And you're gonna wanna flat edge knife that. Pour that into your bowl. Now we're gonna add the milk. So here is me adding a tablespoon of milk into this, and I was gonna use the electric mixer, but then I realized I'm too pro, and I can just use powdered sugar palooza, and I could just use a little hand thing. So we're gonna start off with a tablespoon of milk. I'm almost positive we'll need more. So I have this stir, and we're just gonna stir this until it's like a wetter consistency. So we're gonna add another tablespoon, and most likely we'll need more, but we're just gonna take it easy. Because once you add some milk, you can't go back. Number 1 rule in baking, you can never go back with milk. It depends on how you want your consistency, but I need mine to be runny because I like my frosting to be, my icing, this is icing, to be thinner. So this is the icing, and I think I need to add a little more vanilla because it kind of tastes like straight powdered sugar, so I'm going to do so. Add a little more vanilla. Tastes pretty good now, but now I'm going to add some food coloring. Here's the recipe for the icing, so screenshot that as well. Okay, so these are our 2 icing colors, and this is our our cookie halfway done. It's really expanding. It's pretty large. We're gonna ice that. Catch you in 14 minutes, and we're gonna ice. Okay, guys. So as you can hear, the timer just went off. We're gonna turn that off, and the oven's still on because we have to check to see if it's done. It looks pretty done around and we're gonna put a toothpick in there, and a little came off. So I'm gonna give it about 2 more minutes, and then I'll catch you back and I'll take it out. Okay guys, so to take this out, we want to use safety first. This is a 375-degree oven. So we get our old-fashioned oven mitts. Pretty old, I'd say. And I suck at taking stuff out. You gotta make sure your dogs are way back up, boo. And you gotta easily pry her out of there. Here's the cookie. Then you're gonna wanna put her up here on the stove real quick. Make sure you hold it steady. You're gonna wanna close your oven so your dogs don't die. Then you're gonna wanna turn it around here. You're gonna leave it on the stove or wherever you put it. If you wanna put it on a cooling rack, I recommend not doing so, because the cookie would most likely fall apart. Because, like, look at how huge that buddy is. So now we're gonna let it cool for a while, and then we're gonna put this frosting on there. It's gonna look great. Okay, so now we're gonna ice the cookie. We have our ice. You're kidding, bro. Okay, so sorry. My dog. We have our icing, so we're just gonna pour that on here so far. And we're gonna use this. We're just gonna spread it around so there's an even coat. Okay, so our cookie's frosted, and right now I'm adding the green to give it some more color so it's not boring. So here is the final product. You can see the glare on it because that's how great the icing is, but doesn't it look pretty good? So we're gonna let that cool, because if you don't, like, not cool, but like if you don't, all this is gonna be wet still, and it's gonna be a mess. So we're gonna let this dry. Alright guys, so that's the cookie that I made, and thank you for watching. I hope you guys try this recipe by yourself. Please like and subscribe, and remember, have a great day. Love you guys. Peace out.